Happy holidays! I didn't particularly want to make a Christmas video because I have a few other projects that I'm working on at the current moment, but I felt obligated to out of the general YouTube and even media tradition of giving everything a Christmas special. Not to mention the fact that I sorta neglected to do so last year. But those projects will be coming out around early 2019, and trust me, they're gonna be good. Although it's kinda hard to find something Christmassy to talk about on a channel that's mostly about video games. There just aren't really that many Christmas games. Originally I was just gonna review this Christmas Animal Crossing jigsaw puzzle as a joke, but then I came across something a tad bit more interesting. I came across a little holiday title called Daze Before Christmas. A holiday game for the Sega Genesis released back in 1994, developed by Norwegian developer Funcom, who later went on to develop, well, not a whole lot of anything good. Now they developed a park, so that's something. It was exclusively an Australian game, only making it over to Europe when it was ported to the SNES. The game was never brought to the States, so technically I shouldn't even be playing this right now. But through the power of Christmas magic, I'm able to play the game anyway, so let's pray for a Christmas miracle and check this out, eh? So the title screen is looking pretty good right off the bat. We have this logo that doesn't look Christmassy in the slightest. We have Santa Claus here looking like a literal Muppet who's also pretty happy to be touching the logo. We have an angry sentient clock here, a giant baseball bat wielding mouse who looks like he's ready to take someone's kneecaps, a sex offender snowman hiding in the shadows, and I'm not even sure what this is supposed to be. Okay, main menu is great. It has 3 options, no backgrounds, and Lucifer himself angrily pointing down at 2 of the options with what seems to be his middle finger, considering that he only has like 4. Merry Christmas! Only days before Christmas, Santa slept in his house. An evil plot was brewing, cooking up an awful louse. The cold and evil snowman scared all the elves away. Timekeeper stole plans from Santa's house that day. But the vicious louse wasn't bad enough. I'm really gonna show him. I'm gonna play rough. He tore the presents open and on them cast a spell. That's when Santa woke up. Something wasn't well. All his elves had vanished, his presents also gone, and threats were awaiting, surely more than one. That doesn't fucking rhyme. Just because 2 words end with the same letters doesn't mean they're gonna rhyme. Beware the magic potion calling Santa's evil twin, the angry Anti-Claus, his fiend from within. So Auntie must be Santa, pick presents all the way, to face the foe so bravely, and make it through the day. Go beat the evil bosses who's lurking in the dark, find a sleigh and reindeer, set out to make his mark. Find every stolen present that was unjustly craved. For every kid on Earth, Christmas Day must be saved. Wow, what an intro. Also, the level select is a Christmas calendar. Cute. First level is Santa's hallway, and he sure seems excited about it. So right off the bat, this game is already apeshit. Santa's a fucking sorcerer, and there are little Christmas gremlins hiding inside of wrapped presents. Also, a pretty jazzy Christmas MIDI for background music. I like it. So this game is a pretty simple 2D platformer. There are things to climb, items to collect, giant mice aggressively walking towards me. Help! Oh. Good, I turned him into a present. What is going on? Also, excuse me, but why are there bombs inside of presents that are rigged to blow when you open them? Santa, this isn't very Christmassy of you. Also, for some reason, Santa has the ability to fold all of his bones into a tight, compact bit to fit inside his hat. That truly is a real talent. It's canon that Santa Claus has a giant floating spinny candy canes in his house that he can climb up and down. Oh, yes. Work that pole, Santa. Oh, hey! I wonder what's in this gift. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Santa also has these chairs that launch him into orbit. Why? These chairs are also only in the first level of the game. They never come back. Why? Okay, why does picking up a cup of tea or coffee maybe turn Santa into Satan? Oh wait, that's Anti-Claus. Oh. Okay. Anti-Claus is basically this game's invincibility power-up, except that it also changes your attack from range to melee and disables your ability to pick up gifts, so it's kinda garbage. Although for some reason, rather than just having a sprite color swap, they bothered to animate totally new animations just for this power-up. New running, jumping, and attacking animations. And for some reason, they also gave it its own version of its hiding animation, where it hides inside its magic sack. Yeah, I really don't get this, it's kinda dumb. Okay. That sure was something. The next level is called Let It Snow, and its art is, something. Yeah, that was my favorite part of the Santa Claus mythos, when he's a firebender. Oh, okay, it's penguins. It's fucking penguins. Yeah, dude, I'm just gonna go around murdering some penguins. It's all good. Did I forget the self-decapitating snowmen? I certainly hope not, because those are an important part of Christmas. The level ends only moments after beginning with us falling into a deep, dark cave that I thought was an obstacle, but no, you just have to jump in there. Then we go to the next level, Ice Cave, where holy heck. Santa! Are you okay? Hey kids, Merry Christmas! Santa Claus is in shambles, stuck in a deep dark cave fearing for his life as he hides from a fever dream Mickey Mouse. So anyways, this level is pretty cool. There's murderous, cave birds. Also, there's a reindeer just chilling inside this ice prison. I couldn't figure out how to free him, so I just kinda left him behind. The next level is called, Blue Magic. So that's what this is, huh? It's Blue Magic? That's what we're gonna go with? Blue magic? Okay. Gotcha. Cool. Also, did I forget to mention, what the fuck is that? Oh, yes, Machine Daddy, wrap me up in gift wrap. Oh, okay, we're doing this again? I get the feeling he's enjoying this a bit too much. The next level is the evil snowman. Okay, they're just trying to give young children trauma at this point. This would have terrified me as a child. Oh, cool. Murderous fish. But why? Why did the fish have it out for Santa? Oh, there he is, chilling out at the top of the hill. He loves giant snowballs. Very creative. Also, your attacks change to fire. I mean, red magic. Also, when you hit him, I can't tell if that animation is pain or pleasure. You decide. Although, that is some sick boss battle music. Sick. The next level is Over England, which Santa is so excited about that he can't keep his eyes in his head. That's probably not a very healthy lifestyle, but hey, who am I to judge? Ah, here we come flying into England, and holy fucking shit, helicopter spiraling out of control. Oh, Jesus Christ, Rudolph, we need to get out of here. British people don't know how to pilot helicopters. I also have a sneaking suspicion that Britain is from an alternate dimension where the concepts of depth and distance just don't exist, because despite the fact that Santa's clearly in the background as evident by his presence growing closer to the screen after throwing them into chimneys, he's still damaged by the foreground buildings. He is also damaged by hot air balloons who are just sporting the UK flag. Is that what British people do? They just fly around in hot air balloons with their flag on it? Hold on, I'm gonna have to call someone with some insider knowledge. Hey, Fluffles, you're British, right?
I think? I honestly don't know. I just woke up here and found the computer and... Who am I?
Okay, thanks for the info. You've been mega helpful.
I think my liver's gone.
Thanks, you've been the best. Moi moi. You've always been the best. Moi. Couldn't have done it without you. Love you. Okay, bye.
Where are my toes?
Before the flood. Alright, I'm gonna be straight with you here, Santa. I hate to be that guy, you know, but, I think the flood's already started. Of course, this game has its rising water level. It wouldn't be a shitty retro 2D platformer without it. Oh, and of course, this water level is just... supreme. Oh, son of a... fuck. Oh god, it never ends. Wood Factory. We're getting real creative with the levels here, now aren't we? Also, this level is just floating conveyor belts and everything is brown. Also, the enemies are just worms.
Get the hell away from me, you pervert.
I wonder how long it took them to come up with that idea. Magic Cave. Well, what kind of magic? Is it blue magic or red magic? You gotta be more specific with me here, Santa. Also, are you bleeding by the mouth? I'll call an ambulance. Jumping rocks? Oh, this is the strangest holiday family dinner I've ever went to. Also, can I just mention that I have no idea where we are? This is just becoming a bit of a fever dream at this point. Oh boy, Steel Factory. A clear improvement from Wood Factory. I'm so glad that the level design team for this game have the creativity of a brick wall. It's literally the exact same level as Wood Factory, except that everything is tinted in ugly bronze color. Also, floating hearts? Yes, this is my favorite Christmas tradition, the giant floating hearts. Oh, look, I ran out of lives. Wonder what happens now. Yep, wonderful game over screen, really captivating. Luckily, through the power of Christmas magic, I have the ability to go back in time to a point where I wasn't dead. This here really is the reason for the season. Aw yeah, we're finally getting somewhere. We're fighting the Timekeeper. Remember the Timekeeper? He stole plans from Santa. What plans? Terrorism plan. And here's a boss battle that isn't too bad. He has multiple attacks, predictable movements, and an interesting level design. The only issue is that it doesn't have multiple phases, so it's really repetitive and really short. Also, it's really not that cool of a boss. It's literally just a giant anthropomorphic clock rolling around in a half-pipe. It's not that exciting. Next level over Russia. So, level design team, you want to make a level based on Russia? That's good, that's good. But what do you guys really know about Russia? Well, they were in this space race, so, let's, put a space satellite thing in the level. Okay, that's a good start. What else are you gonna add? Nothing! Winter Waters! Santa looks a little too happy to be tightly grabbed by this giant angry polar bear. I mean, I can't say I'd be any different. Also, excuse me, but is that a fucking evil murderous ice cube? I really don't know why I'm even surprised at this point, like, honestly. The rest of the level is pretty much par for the course, except for this terribly long segment of single disappearing platforms. Steel elevators. Oh, fucking hell, more factories. This level also managed to take the game from linear left-to-right platforming to holy hell, I didn't sign up from a labyrinth from hell. The entire level is composed of multiple floors of unfun platforming that you can move from through these elevators. But it's not a fun mechanic that adds verticality to a fun level. It's more like, oh my god, where am I? Does this level even ever end? There's also this really weirdly implemented hook mechanic where you can ride up and down a hook. I don't know why they didn't just make all of these regular climbing ropes. It doesn't even have a fucking animation for it! It looks terrible! But let's not forget the fact that this level also looks exactly the same as every other factory level, but only with some slight changes. It's still the same exact floating, samey platforms with an ugly, dark background. I think I'm going insane! Oh, and right after that we get another factory level. It's called gift wrapping. I'm about to wrap a plastic bag around my neck. And for some reason, like 90% of the enemies in the game are these electric mice at this point. Like, they're everywhere, man. It's a goddamn infestation. Magic bubbles. Magic bubbles. What's that even supposed to mean? But it's all okay, because this level cover art has Anti-Claus smashing this sentient rock guy over the head with a club, no doubt giving him a bad concussion. This level takes place in what I can only assume is the outer depths of hell. It's fitting though, because this level also has an obstacle from hell. You see that little stub in the ground there? You notice how it looks exactly like every single other stub in the ground? Well, apparently the developers disagree, because it's an obstacle that once you touch it launches you backwards.
Hey! Whoa, that's cool! Check this out, guys!
Whoa! How?
Ooh!
I'm so shook! That's lit!
And this isn't just a one-time thing. Hell, this isn't only just in this level. It comes back later in the game, and you can almost never see it coming unless you play the game at a snail's pace, making sure to carefully observe the ground before running on it. This would be a fine mechanic that's actually used in other games, if you could see it coming. And I also love random crap like this. This magic carpet that takes you all the way down to another magic carpet that instantly takes you back up. You think that it wouldn't have been that hard to just have this one magic carpet take you to where you're going anyways. What kind of game design is this? It's small but annoying shit like this that adds up. Also, you can tell that this is peak graphic design when the higher layers of the level literally don't have a background. It's just black.
This game sucks my spider balls!
Louse the Mouse. This level at least looks decent compared to the previous few. Also, Santa, you could easily solve the issue of having to balance on that moving barrel if you just simply stepped off of the moving barrel. Oh, hey, look! This level looks quite like the first one. Not to mention that it isn't just factory, cave, hell? Well, despite the fact that the level looks alright, it plays like shit. Of course, instead of having linear platforming, it's another labyrinth. It wouldn't even be that bad of a maze if they actually told you what you're supposed to do. You see this chimney here at the beginning of the level? It looks like it's just simply a wall, prompting you to go left and climb up instead, right?
Right? Wrong!
This hatch here actually opens up, but the game kinda neglects to tell you, so when you get to the top of the level, past these ghosts, that you also can't kill unlike almost any other enemy in the game, nor really has any way of predicting its movements to dodge it, so you just kinda gotta get lucky and pray that it moves away from you, I guess. And the boxing coat hangers, excuse me, what? When you pull this lever at the top, you have literally no idea what it activates. Hell, it blends into the background so well that I didn't even know it was there at first. Needless to say, I spent the next 5 whole minutes trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do, only to eventually realize that I have to go all the way back to the beginning of the level to go through this hatch that I didn't even know opened, let alone was actually openable. After that, it cues this cutscene of Santa climbing up a chimney, which, might I add, is the only time this is used in the entire game. Yet they couldn't have spent the time or resources to even give Santa the idle climbing animation while hanging onto these hooks. You then go onto the roof of the building where you spend the next minute running from left to right, where the whole thing is just a flat stretch of land with literally no platforming and a bunch of ghosts and ice cubes attacking you, before descending back down a second chimney into the building again. So, you know, that whole chimney mechanic there was extremely important and really changed my entire outlook on life. I'm happy they decided to include it. The rest of the level is just another awful maze, nothing special, before descending into the cellar where there's a boss battle. Holy shitting giant rat with a baseball bat! I feel threatened! I feel threatened! I feel threatened! It's the run from the main menu! Kill it! Kill it! This boss battle is pretty easy to figure out. You hit this lever which makes this weight drop down onto the rat. Although be careful because you can also drop the weight onto yourself. What I didn't realize is that dropping the weight onto the rat only stuns him. You still need to attack him afterwards with your, blue magic. I spent around 3 minutes just simply stunning him over and over before realizing that the weight doesn't damage him. After realizing what I actually had to do to damage him, it only took a few hits to beat him. The only difficulty of this boss is the confusion factor. Next is another flying level. This one is over Japan. The only thing to mention about this level is that there are dogs with rockets strapped to their backs? Ah, yes, because when you go to Japan, you just gotta see the Japan famous dogs with rockets strapped to their backs. It's a tourist must-see. Also, the buildings in the foreground no longer damage you. It's like they realized how bullshit that is by this point in development, but just couldn't have given enough of a fuck to actually go back and fix it in the earlier levels. After this is the North Pole. Finally, we're here. And in this cover art, this penguin is fucking destroying Santa. Oh, would you look at that? It was only like 5 seconds just to transition into a cave level. What a good use of an entire level. Deep down, it isn't even trying to hide the fact that it's just a rehash of a previous level, so much so to the point of reusing the same cover art for the level. I found another reindeer, quite like an ice cave, but this time I actually managed to save it, so, you know, 1 point for Santa, savior of reindeer. Busy basement. There's a giant spider and Santa is making a very unfortunate face. Whoa, Santa, are you okay? That was a bad slip down the stairs. Are you shaken up at all? This level has a lot of mice and gimp suits. I mean, scuba gear. Because, surprise, this is another water level, motherfucker. Suck shit and die! Oh my god, Santa, you gotta get out of here. You're gonna drown. Oh, well, that was quick. Crisis averted, everyone. Go home. Santa's house. The first level was his hallway, so why did we need to go all the way across the globe just to get to his house? I don't know. Who cares? Whatever, we complete this shitty-ass labyrinth and then... over USA? Are these levels out of order? Oh, and by USA, they just mean New York City. And, flying footballs? Fuck this. Last level. Mr. Weather? Well, where's Mrs. Weather? Who the fuck is Mr. Weather? The story is that Timekeeper was trying to ruin Christmas for some reason, which we still don't even know the reason for, but he was like the second boss battle? When was Mr. Weather even mentioned? When were any of these assholes ever mentioned? We resolved the main conflict in the first half of the game, and the second half is just... I don't really even know. The final boss, and it looks like a poor man's version of that Cuphead dragon boss. Except with this boss, you can't even move around. You can only guide your cloud up or down to avoid attacks. Now, it's funny, I've managed to beat this boss without any trouble whatsoever, and even after watching over the footage of me fighting him, I still have no idea exactly how this mechanic works. So, Mr. Weather, I guess, who's just a cloud with arms and a face, cause because we all know that clouds are the only part of the general concept of weather. Anyways, he shoots these lightning bolts that you have to dodge. Easy enough, but sometimes when I throw my blue magic at him, I create a lightning bolt of my own, or like, reflect his or something? I genuinely don't even know. It only happens sometimes, and I'm pretty sure it has something to do with these moving cloud walls, but I really don't know exactly how it even works. So anyways, you defeat Mr. Weather, and all you get is, now Christmas has been saved, and all the kids around the world have received their presents. So Santa, his reindeer, and the elves may rest until next year, and next Christmas. That was kinda already implied. Merry Christmas to all of you. Wow! We did it, guys! We saved Christmas! Santa Claus, did you come here to congratulate me on saving Christmas and to give me a gift?
Identity corrupts and I can't manipulate. For the same kind of scriptural one amongst many is the macro, made from the pain of the fragile. This is how my beautiful mountain identity corrupts and I can't manipulate. For the same kind of scriptural one amongst many is the macro.